So let's start. I would like to start with three words. The first is cycle, the second is cycle, and third one is cycle. And if for my 36 years of experience in stainless steel, I should repeat a cycle for every time I've lived it, it will be much longer, as you can understand. So if we are here is because there is a need to better understand this industry, what is behind the cycle, what is the sustainability, the sustainable profitability of a company which is in this sector, but also when we look at sustainability, we cannot say sustainability only profitable in terms of profitability. We also have a challenge, not only as an industry, but as the entire world, of profitability, of sustainability as such. And this is the aim of this presentation, to go through all these aspects of the sustainability. Now, let's start from what is Aperam, where we are, what are our challenges, etc. Something that is very known to you. I will go to the first slide, which summarize a little bit what you already know, because you know the company. You know that we have confirmed that this company has done a lot to improve the profitability by 300 million. Now we are, you know perfectly, you have seen in 2022 1.1 billion, then you have seen 300 million, and what is the right number? Maybe in the average, I don't know, but the right number is certainly something which is not the one or the other. You see the cycle, okay? This the chart in the middle with some numbers show you what the cycle have been. The numbers you know them very well, and you know that 2023 has been a very difficult year for many aspects. We will discuss this later. And then you know this company on the aspect of the leadership journey. What is the leadership journey? Is our engagement to go and to do better and better, not waiting from the external condition, from the external market, the right moment to make profit, but continuing asking ourselves how we can do with the self-help measure, how we can do better. And you know we have done this review of all the different phases of the leadership journey, and we have always realized what we have promised. Now the question is, when you are in a cycle like this one, how can you show me that this is in the number? Okay, this is a fair question, because you see numbers that are going up and down so fast that this can be a challenge. So we have taken, we give you a simple exercise that you can do alone, and maybe better you should do alone with the number which are available in the market. Number that are typically the best price, which represents the link with the EBITDA, volumes, and you see that if we look at, we compare two low cycle like 2020 and 2023, two low cycle, you see that the price in 2023 were even lower slightly, but even lower than 2020. Then you see the volumes were much lower than 2020, which, keep in mind, 2020 was penalized also because of COVID. Okay? 2023 is an exceptionally low level of volume. So you have a contribution margin. Then you add the contribution margin, the inventory effect. You know that we always disclose to you the magnitude of the inventory effect. Here we are talking exclusively of Europe. And you see that the bridge between the 2 years should have been around 200 million. In reality, it has been in a range of 140, 145 million, which means that the gain, the real improvement from 2020 to 2023 has been 50 million. This is what the leadership journey means. Means that we improve the company always to do better for similar level of market. Now, on top, can we say that Europe has realized 100% of the leadership journey? Has done the big part. This is only Europe. It's not the full Aperam. Remember, it's not the full Aperam. Yes, with the inflation that we has also to be mitigated with the booster that we have launched inside the next phase of 2025. So, in synthesis, leadership journey is and has always been a reality that you can yourself check in the numbers. Then, cycle. So, somebody can love cycle because it's also a lot of opportunity in the financial world. Cycle, if you are here, probably is because this industry fits with your way of doing that. But it's also something that we have to take care, especially when cycles are becoming faster and faster and with amplitude which is bigger and bigger. And so the way we are doing is the following. The company is, and you will see much more in 1 second, in fact, 2 pillars. One pillar is the activity, the typical activity of stainless steel that you know. We are, let's say, we have been defined as European stainless steel producer. We are much more. I will show you. So this is the part of European and Brazilian stainless steel producer. A lot of cycles. And a growth which is in Europe relatively modest, okay? There will not be a strong growth. But then we have other activity of which we have sometimes explained to you, which are becoming the growth area of Aperam. And these activity are all what is recycling and renewables. It's a division that you find in our reports. The alloys and the distribution, which is service and solution. These 3 activities have a much lower cycle and are growing faster. And when you see in reality what they count for Aperam, you see that in the average 16-18, Europe was indeed dominant in terms of part of the contribution to EBITDA. Okay, this is why we are defined a European stainless steel producer, while this is not anymore the case. Has not to be the case in 2023 and will not be the case in a normal level in 2025. On the contrary, the activity that we are developing are growing faster. Activity like recycling, the forest, and all what we will explain you today, including Brazil. And you see also another important thing. This is real. These are people. These are people which are producing EBITDA. They are producing in a sustainable way. Because sometimes we have the temptation to have a lot of speeches about, okay, how green we are, how much we are doing here and there, etc., etc. But fundamentally, a company, in my opinion, is what people are doing. And what you see here is that more than half of our people will not be producing only stainless steel. They will do something else. We have nearly 2,000 people in the forest. You will see them. Okay? We have people in recycling. You see what Aperam is and what is the DNA of this company and the transformation that we are doing. This is why we present always this slide, which gives you what is the structure of this company and what is the link also, because of course you can say, okay, you diversify, but in reality you don't diversify. You have a strong link, a strong synergy between all the divisions that are part of Aperam. It's not, let's say, interesting to discuss more because we have already presented you what is service and solution. So all the service with the modern tools that we are putting there. We have presented the alloys. We have presented the investment done in stainless and electrical steel. Partially we will be discussed also today with Federico in the presentation of Timoteo. And then recycling and renewables. We will have a very in-depth look at what is this part in the part of the forest, in part of the environment. So I will let my colleague and the movies to show you. Now, fundamentally, steel and stainless steel and alloys, do they have a future? And the definitive answer is yes. You cannot do anything which is linked to environment, to energy transition, without solutions in alloys, stainless steel, and steel. You cannot do the mobility revolution without these products. There is no way. And there is no way to not to do it. Okay? So our industry is an industry that is there to support all megatrends in energy, in mobility, in health, in anything which is linked to a better future that we are building now and we are dreaming of. So this should give you the trust and the confidence in this industry. I repeat, looking beyond the cycles is important, and looking also beyond the fact that sustainable profitability is absolutely important and fundamental for industry, but sustainability is key. One day, nobody will have the right to operate without being sure that the sustainability is at the core and is a reality. When I say reality, I would like that we start this with the watching the movies. And here we will see something which is interesting because the next movie will be Brazil, unfortunately, and would have been a nice experience for all of you to be there and making this meeting in Brazil. But okay, a part of the CO2, it's a logistic complexity, etc. So what we wanted with this movie is to show you an incredible plant. I named this incredible plant because from the first time I was in Brazil many years ago, I saw the difference. This difference, you will see trees in the middle of the plant. So this is not the only difference, but you see how much people are important, how they take care of themselves, how it is important to work in a company and in the plant, which is really outstanding at the global level. So we can go for the movie.